mark attendance, that attendance will be very, very scanty. So let's continue. So I have a sketch here. I can't send it to the group right now. That might take most of our time. So I wouldn't want to spend most of our time here. So this is the two options we made yesterday. We are going to make extra ones now. All right. And I'm going to use let me design my spoon myself, or should I just, all right? So yesterday we had to download the items we used, but this time around I'm going to like draw them myself. All right. So I'm converting this to a curve, Control Q. So just follow me along. I'm looking at the sketch I've made here. I'm trying to like recreate what I have here. I'm going to make that point very, very thin. This kind of, yeah. So here, I'll make it look like a leaf. So because of that growth stuff, I'm going to make it look like a leaf a bit. So remember how to convert to curve. We just have to curve this edge. Thinking of making this a bit more smaller. All right. So then I'll now design we are still going to use something that looks like a fork. Let me just take from here. On group, I'm deleting this one. This down here is not really looking like the leaf I'm trying to create. So like this. So around it, we're going to like put stuffs around it. Why is my phone doing like this? So I wouldn't use this rounded edge that I created before. We'll have to like change here to look very straight. To line, I'm going to delete this. So then I'll now use leaves around it. So I think this might even be the one I prefer over all the stuff we've done here. So now should I end this here? And let's make this down here look a bit rounded. All right. So I'm thinking if you look in here, you're seeing like a shape of a leaf in here. So I can do like a big box here like this, and I'll convert it to a curve. So I'm going to make here go up like this. Just trying to follow the. So I can even reduce here a bit. These colors might have to change. But let's continue first. Let me go back to this. I need like 2 shades of green. I think I might still have to copy this stuff. So we can actually make some smaller ones around it. I think this is too big. I'm going to reduce them. I just want them to be pointing to that edge. Mm. So I'll duplicate. I think we can just put only one inside here. This guy is not really looking like this. So let me use this leaf. Let me see if this leaf can change how this guy will look like. So I'll use this and simplify here. Let me see if I break this cover part, if I can delete this part here. I think it's looking like it now. So I'll just rotate here a bit. Then I'll weld it together. Yeah, it's not coming out well. So I think it's the airlines that are disturbing. So I'm going to remove the outline. This is a bit manageable. Let's weld it. Huh? This edge here, I'll leave it like this. Okay. So I'm going to test out these colors first. These colors that we have here already. I will weld. There's a reason I duplicated it. I want to weld this. Oh my, this our spoon. This one is not spooning at all. Okay. Please have patience with me. Let me cut this place out. I think I can use this. I think this is looking a bit better. So it's looking like a tree with branches and still looking like but this fake, I don't know, it's looking too thick. Let me add a bit of airline to this one. Let me see how it's going to come out. And I'll push this up a bit. Let me try out the same thing that I did here. I'm going to duplicate this, bring it here, rotate. No. Let's move this here. I think we'll go with this one. Is I think this is the one. We're going to delete the other ones. Most times these designs, if you are doing it the first time, I know. Eh? I the chop rice now. If you buy spark, if you chop in the morning. I don't know. I know the chop spark that. I don't get strength for anything like this. It's bread and akara. If you want cook, if you want cook spark, pepper no dey. I want mango remain. But you go buy soup. I want to still push this up. Let me still push this stuff up like this. I need everything to look smaller. So you see from this, we got here. I'm still going to work on this spoon. So you can delete the notes, some of the notes that we have there. So I need more spaces in between them. Fuck is looking too fat. Oh, the fuck. You will not say I'm body shaming it. In this life, yeah, now everything is body shame. So there's actually an airline here. Okay. So I'm thinking of just curving this part also, because of consistency. Let me just curve here small. Then here also a little bit so that it will look like how the spoon is curved also. All right, so you have that kind of feature. No. Ew. This is looking different now. Please bear with me. This is how most times when we're making designs, you have to like check out for stuff until we are comfortable with what we are making. There was a time I was teaching a class. It was a physical class for one-on-one with the students. And I would go back, go from the student was like, "What are you really looking for?" I could not even tell him what I was looking for because the design was not really catching my eye. So when you're making designs like this, you need to look out for stuff like this until you are okay with what you have done, right? So don't just fly. Even with this now, because we are doing class, I might not, if it was like maybe a real project, I might not even stick to what I'm having here. Okay, I remember what I wanted to do. So here's what I want to do again. I have these stuffs like this. Fine. I'm going to copy them already. Then I'll give it an airline of white. So I want to just test this out. So just a trial. So if it looks all right, we'll do it. So let me hold this and the white airlines I have at the back. Take it in here. A rounded corner. Nah. Bye bye. I'll Kuma just bend it myself here. Ah, Kuma, Joshua. Okay. Maybe here should come out and here should go in. So if you look up here, it's looking a bit. On the neck of this our spoon. I'll create another node here, delete this one. Yeah. I have the rights to whatever I want. Okay, it's all right. I might delete one here last. I think it's because of the two I have there, safe. I think one is better now. This is holiness. It's nice to see. So I'm deleting this. So I'm thinking of going for just a basic, simple font instead of having that roundedness that I did for these other ones. So object converts outline to objects. I'm welding this together. So I might just take this font, the same font here. Thinks it works for it. If we don't want this font, because I have to like make the font rounded. So I can look for like round is it a sans serif font family? This is a good one. I think I can download this, but I don't know if it's the full family that's going to come out. So I'll download this one and I'll download this. So this is how we download fonts most times, right? Unless you know the one you're looking for. So I'm looking for a modern font also. This is also looking good with this Kenya stuff. You can see the dollar showing is free of charge. So let me get to install them so I can check. So this is 1, 2, 3. So we have to like extract them. Say extract or so the folder opens immediately. God, yeah, much. Oh. So instead of installing them one after the other, the other style we use for installing of fonts. I'm going to go to my control panel and I'll search for font. All right, then I can drag from here till here, holding shift. So you copy and drag and paste in here. Please allow me copy. And hope this font is not heavy. This one is taking long to. It's not even allowing me copy everything at once. Wow. Let me close this folder. So I've done that one. Go back to my download, and I think this Kenya coffin was one of the ones that caught my attention also. I hope it's just one inside and not 100 of them. I think I can install this ones this way. You can see that most of these fonts they come in families. The bold and the italicized. Lie, don't come. Give me, sir.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
Yes, I just come for the night. I jam my baba.
So I just installed those fonts, and I'm going to put them inside of this places. Where am I? So let's try out another font here. Bloom Bistro. So I remove the airline here. So the name of that font now, since we've installed it, if I click on Kenya, yeah, if I come down here, I don't think I'm liking it now. It's not giving that food vibe. This anti, let's check another one. So I extract. This one does not even have a thick color. I need the ones that are kind of thick. We are kind of make up a design for rounded stuff. So we need to like actually give that effect so that it's going to give like a food vibe. So just have mercy on me. I wanted to say have Ronaldo on me. So I can actually highlight all these fonts. Well, this one is more true. So the name is Arista, or what do they call this? This is the bold. You know what? think we will have to like use this font we are using now. Antipasto. Let me find that antipasto. ANTI. Yeah, I think we'll use this. This is it's giving that food thing that I want. So I'm not even asking for vote. I'm moving all these ones. Bye bye. They're looking too cliche. So somebody sent me a message yes for yesterday class. I was saying the logo was not because of that rounded stuff. Oh, you guys have not seen anything. When you start studying more designs, you realize that most times logos are not how you just feel that how they should look like. That's how they would look like. So I want to create something that gives like an edge, like as if it's a spoon. Here we'll go in here like this. Hold it with this. We'll simplify this. So we'll make this one color white. Hope you are getting the gist. It didn't come out as I want. So what I'll do here is I'm going to simplify this also. We'll not just leave it that way. Oh my god. This is not still sorry. Not still perfect. We need to make this perfect. Yeah, I think this is better. So I'll use this and simplify this. So there's a reason I'm simplifying. Look at this. If we should draw a box at the back now, let's say it has a black background. See the design have a black background. There will be a white here, right? So you'll be seeing that is white on top of it. So if I should use this and simplify this background, that place will be open at all times. So even though we are making like a green background at the back, using this, whatsoever we're using, you're going to be seeing the colors, right? You're going to see everything. So I said I wanted to try out more colors. So let's just test run more colors. You can check this out in black and white. So you need to check your designs in black and white most times. So see if they are all right. So as you know, this need to be aligned at the center also. So I'll move the Alpha gift. Need it, yeah. 7:45. So as I move this stuff upwards, clean my sweat. All right. So here I can now test. Let's test out more colors. I just copied this here. Okay. So I want to test out this green. Let's say the dark color here. See, I want to try this orange also. So all of us that are in this class will vote for this color. Yes, you guys should help my life. I guess it's the color we have to vote on and know which one looks like the brand better. So I'll be using the dark green from this. Michael, don't start.
Good evening, sir. Yeah, good evening, sir. My appointment I will need to do. And I know they will already. My uncle also.
All right, children of God. Hope you guys are here, sir. Let me see. We have plenty. So you can see how many we've created out of this. So which of these colors I would like to use this? Let me not influence your choice. So which one would you? Does anybody want to talk? You can vote. Let's use the chat box. So we'll be calling this one. We'll be calling this first one. We'll call it 1. So we'll call this other one 2. And I'll duplicate this also, Ctrl D. This would be 3. This will be 4. All right. So in the chat box, right? So you just go to the chat box, type your number. So the one that has the highest number is what we'll vote for. So me, I'm putting 1. So everybody should. I'm only saying say I've choose 4. Oh yeah, other people just type. Are you guys here? Dubem, Lillian, especially Lillian that called me. So I will host this class. What is this person's name? Okoli. Just go to the chat box. If you're on your phone, you should see something like a chat box here. Just type. My God. This is only Amino answered. That's why I don't like this online class. Some of you are listening and you are cooking. And you'll be doing class and you are cooking. I'm waiting for you. So I guess we'll go with Amino's own now. We'll go with number 4. Yeah? Is this the 4 you chose? This one? God, I don't really like this color. Somebody should help us. This guy is not truly here. I don't really understand. Why you guys not... You are here. I said you should vote. So why is it taking so long?
Sorry. Can I look at them again?
Jesus Christ. And you could not say anything. Like, you just allow me feeling like a crazy person.
Sorry about that.
You have...
one.
Type it. That's what I said. It means you were not listening to me. What are you doing right now? Where are you right now? In your house?
Work. I'm at home. We are doing homework.
Homework? For yourself or for your children?
My children.
Chai, what a good mother. Please type your answer here. Look at the chat box. Go to the chat box and type like the number you want. The one you prefer out of all the colors we have. We are already doing 2-1 already. This one you are doing assignments. Who knows what the other people are doing? Well, this life is not easy. From work, you run home and you start doing that stuff again. All right, let me check. I will just stop. Okay, I think we are going with number 1. Every other person can go. Lillian, you spoke, but you did not see type your answer.
I'm
We are
looking
going with
for
number one.
I can't find it.
Are you connected with a phone or with your laptop?
My phone.
At the bottom here. You won't see it at the top. It will be at the bottom. There's a chat box at the bottom where you have your reaction button. You see something just like this.
It was at the top, but I mistakenly closed something and I can't find it again.
Oh, sorry. Nah, let that one not hold us. Let's move on. So, but you said number one, right?
Yes,
So
please.
we are going to just stick to that. So every other color, bye bye. Our voters, INEC as nobody should say I'm the one that influenced your choice. I did not influence Shishi. All right. So we'll now move on. All right. So we said we'll be making a full brand guideline for this. Oh my God. So I'll need a front cover. So I'm just going to like download something. I'm going to go to free pick. Most time I use free pick for my front covers. Then I move on. So let's see E3 entrance of E3. I might not use that last with shade of yellow and green. Let's see what can come out. I like the image I have in that other place before. I think it's looking nice. I will save one. Oof, I like this one that have food. I want to add something to the this and say with happy people. Let's see how this one will show. I might be using this, but let me scroll down. You might see something more better. This right here is gold. There's this guy in my hostel that is always making noise. So let's go to that first one I said. I think we'll use this one. I'm going to download this picture. You can see multiple ones. That's why I like this. When you click one, you're going to see like extra pictures inside. That you can still select from. Then even if you click this one, you will see extras inside again. More and more. I'm going to stick to this one because we don't have much time. Free download. So free pick gives you 10 options for a day. Oh my eyes. So this stuff is still downloading. Once it downloads, we'll bring it into the page and then we'll move on from there. All right. So for my page one, I'm going to import it. So my picture is in downloads here. Let's just place it. So I'll draw a box by double tapping and the box fills the page. We'll place this inside here. I'll click inside. Then I'll tell it fit content, fill frame proportionally, and the page. All right. So here I'm going to go back to Bloom Bistro. So we can actually make this white. All right, Ctrl G, center the center. So there's something else I'm going to do. I'll draw a box also. Yeah. Control X. So I'll go in here, edit or click, paste it inside. So I'll try out some things. Make this one a bit transparent. This might not be the final thing I'm doing, but we just have to like test out stuff. The effect is not showing yet. You have to like increase it. So by this time I will use something called add here. Let me make this like 40 degrees.
How you doing? How you doing? Mommy. Very poorly.
So you can just be creative with what you want to do. This here has not still given me what I want. So I'll create like a black background, bring it upwards, because I want this to like have a black dark feel.
How about one? I'm good, brother. How you doing?
Later now, you come online now. Later.
So we just have to like add all this stuff to like so that the brand colors would show everywhere. Yeah. Gifts off my power bank. The green is not even really having much effect. So here's what I want to do next. I'm going to duplicate this logo, turn it into an airline instead, remove the color inside. So I will have to weld everything. Weld, because if you look in here now, you're seeing the cross platform in here. So I'll weld it so that here will be open, right? And I'll make this bigger, put it inside here like it is. I'll give it like a white airline, then cut it, get into the background, edit, and paste. So I'll be making it transparent, very, very transparent, at least close to like 90. The airline will increase it also. I leave it as white. So objects, I'll convert the outline to an object also. I think it's too bold. Let's say 3. Objects, convert outline to objects. Yeah. Oh shit. We'll leave it like this. Just transparent it. Let me use add. I think that stuff is not necessary there. It's not really showing, so I'm going to remove it. Finish. So here, I will put something down here. So we have various types of doing these things. I might choose to put everything together. So I'll call this brand guideline. I think we should use the reference of our previous class. So if you look at the previous sets that we had, that's for C10. Here's the C10. Yeah. I know. So I wanted to see the front cover of this one, so you see the difference. So you see brand style guideline, something like this. All right, then we now move to here. I think the best thing for me to even do is just open the file here in CorelDRAW. All right, so let me get to his own file. So that there are some things we might not have to redesign again. We'll just copy the write-ups and place them. Remember, we cannot finish everything today, so we just keep going class by class until we get to the last and the final one. I'm gonna load the file. Let's just wait for it to open up. Just hold on, it's still loading.
Why do you do stuff like that? I just saw, Peter, that you'd actually stop watching your phone. You can never take your eyes off the game. It only takes a second to score a goal, as Brian Clough famously said. I've never been sure, but how do you know I stopped?
Oh God, please load up now.
You know, I had that thought. That's actually don't normally watching interviews.
Yo, I would have not opened this thing. No. I don't know why it stopped slowing down. Okay, we have, so this is the front page. This is where I want to copy, but we have not gotten there yet. I'm going to make this white also. So meaning we'll be using the same font all through.
Because even me, most Arsenal fans.
So this time around, I'm going to just, instead of creating a line underneath,
for that same place, even party, both of them. Ah, would they agree very common party again now? Improvement they there, not the just the enemy of progress, place of pressure, agent of darkness. Only am. Jesus Christ. See, if you play this guy against Ipswich Town, you don't go produce anything. You play him against Liverpool, nothing. You get the ball for money. Get the skills for money. Why every time your head take ground? I cannot see him not take on that ball. The first time when he take on that ball, he turn him now. You don't say this guy know reach your level. Not before you to continue to return turn him. You don't see what you do that guy. But I don't know the first time he say no, this one know this my standard. We go show up everywhere. And then they run and they break, they cross, they break, they cross. And it's Saka what they talk about now. That's what Saka does. Saka no be player who could throw 360, 470, snake bite, scissors bite. People they believe say Saka no dey game until line one cross for 70-yard box. He go just shock you, one assist, one goal.
so this font actually does not have numbers, so I'll have to change.
Then look at
Maybe we'll use the two fonts, one as secondary and one as primary.
the kind level of disciplinary issue we get. We need to complete down to 10 men. Imagine say those people are on scores down to 10 men, and the company say they raise up suction board for you to enter. You get hearing. You get hearing, guys will take over and like say you now your first time, like what did make one professional with they drop person, before no they with them, before no they go to round, nothing. They enter, you carry hearing.
I'll remove my name. Let me draw this line completely to the ending.
Don't they behave nonsense? My ability will get paid very huge disciplinary present in the season.
And if you say now why I don't fear remove the Ben White for the after, you don't want to hear anything.
And you know go fear. When person collect a look at for no reason, fantastic game first half, second half, our substitution kill us. See that very no substitution. I was thinking that it was Jordan that would come out, that will come. You understand?
Why Georgie?
If you watch this game now, if you go watch the statistics, go check statistics, watch Merino hit now. He's not coming back to progress with the ball. Oh, you be midfielder guy. Where you they go, leave ball. You will be midfielder, they flow with the ball. Except say if you're attacking midfielder where they go forward to go create opportunity. You they flow as the ball they move now, so they progress. Even Calafiori was stepping in to come and make an extra man for that midfield there. With Partey when they were playing together. You understand? You come the 2 DM, give Rice and Trossard space to feel go anywhere when they want to go for that pitch. Now what do you make with this subdue this man?
All right, this is our front cover. I'm not making anything extra for the front cover. So then we'll move to this next page. So I like to go this thing step by step. So yeah, we have what we call the forward page. Hello and welcome to blah blah. So this is like a basic brand guideline template, right? That I've used over and over again for some clients. So we'll just use it again. So let's just copy this. I'll copy the whole page, Control C, and get back here. So take this out and paste this one here. So we'll start removing what we don't want. I'm going to take only the icon, place it here. This might not be your own arrangement, right? So many designers come up with their own kind of arrangements. But this is what I use most times. So it makes my job more easier. So since I'm not using this style again, I'm going to take this stuff that I have here, bring it here, and we'll have to change to this our color. So you can see it's black as our font here. So in here, you can see that there's a line inside it. That was for TechForge. So we have to create new one in there. I'm going to go inside, edit power clip, and I'll delete this one I have here. So the transparency was 95. Okay, cool. We'll make it like this and use here. So on group and world. So I'll make it this dark green and transparent this stuff. We have 95 degrees. Okay. So forward here, we just have what we have. Welcome to our brand guideline, telling the clients what the brand guideline is going to look like, right? What they should expect inside of the design. So on the next page, I have something like this, just the icon, basically like this, and we'll move on. So then we now go into the logo rationale and variation, and then we create like some brand assets, which involves the color, the brand pattern, and the typography we are using. All right. So let's do this slide, this page. Jesus Christ. What have I just done? So I'll copy this page, bring it here. So this one, I'll be filling it with this color. So let's say we want to blend two colors, right? I've already taught that already. If you click on F11, you can actually blend the green and the yellow. But I think it might come out nice, but we'll have to reduce saturation of 1. So let's see how it looks like. So I'll edit this stuff inside here. Instead of it being this color, you have to now be white. And this is for this slide. And I can go to my next page. Here, I'm going to put a full logo on the background. And here's going to be a breakdown of the logo. So we just keep paging down, paging down, paging down. We're still going to make like business card and other assets for this stuff, but for now, let's just create like a presentation. I'm thinking of bringing this again. Is this really necessary? Let's leave it at the beginning. So here we have another page, which is this. So this transparency is not really working out for me. Let me make this stuff just the dark green. I'm not going to use airline this time. I'm going to like fill it up. So on this page, I'm going to draw another box. And we have the color yellow. Let me try the yellow here. So on this particular page, we are going to break this design apart and explain each one. So yeah, I have a leaf.
His father saw the tiger go and decided to bring it home and care for it. Since the boy was often very lonely, his father encouraged him to play with it. The boy quickly bonded with the tiger, treating it as part of the family.
Okay, thank God.
Setting off and played with him under the boy's care. But sadly, the tiger eventually became too big to stay out. The boy's father made the difficult decision to send the tiger to a wildlife sanctuary.
So we have this, this, and this.
The boy came to visit the tiger.
Uh,
Tiger still remembers its human brother who took care of it. Can you believe it? This tiger is the boy's brother. A few years ago, the tiger was abandoned.
I want to just make this to actually look like a spoon and a fork. All right. If you go back here, you see how these ones are arranged with the names of each part. So we're going to do the same thing here. We are going to actually like reduce the spoon. Maybe I'll even put two of them together. So there's no point separating them. So I think this stuff, are they called? Is it cutlery? So we'll put this underneath them. So we have the blooming leaf. So we can group them together. So this plus this gives us not this. It's going to give us this. So we do all this most times to help the client understand better what the logo is about. You can see how it's now making sense. You have to make sure that everything is arranged properly. This arrangement is very, very key to everything we're doing here. I don't know, this page, this particular page is not looking important. I'm going to remove it. 1, 2. I prefer to make all this stuff very, very small. So we keep moving. All right. So you can see that the airline inside here is not really showing. Or is there even an airline there? So here is where we might even end. Here, this rationale. I'm going to show you how I make my own design rationale. So we are basically going to explain this design, right? And I'm going to use 2 points as the pointer for the rationale, which is the cutlery, which represents cooking, eating, and stuff like that. And we used a leaf around it to represent bloom. So just like the name is implied, Bloom Bistro. But now you would see, if you look here now, you see that down here I have a lot of words, right? So most times you might not be able to like think of these words completely. Like, okay, how am I going to come up with a word like this that is going to like really explain this stuff I want to do? So what I do most times, I use Meta AI, right? So I have the ideas, but I'm going to ask Meta AI to like make the design look better. I say design, create a rationale around it and explain it better. So I'll go here, right? Let me go back to the Meta AI where it gave us. Let me look for the name that was given to us. So Bloom Bistro. I'm going to go back to our beginning. All right. So I'll be using voice notes instead, right? So this is my WhatsApp that you're seeing on my screen. It's also on my phone. So I can express myself better using voice notes. So I'm going to like tell the AI what I'm thinking about. So you're going to listen now. So you can also try it out. That's why I like using WhatsApp Meta AI because of the voice notes. Like I say, Meta AI. So I just finished designing a logo and I'm trying to create a rationale to explain the logo better, right? In the brand guideline that I am designing, right? And there are two major factors in this logo. We have cutleries and we also have leaves. So the name of the brand name is Bloom Bistro. That is BLOOMBISTRO. Now we use the cutlery to represent cooking, eating, right? Which is basically what Bloom Bistro does. Then from the name Blooming, so from the brief we had, they said Bloom Bistro is an upscale casual restaurant serving farm to table cuisine, focusing on seasonal ingredients and creative dishes. So they aim to provide exceptional dining experience. All right. So we used that leaf to represent from farm to table, focusing on their ingredients. So ingredient has to do with stuffs like leaves and stuff. So create a rationale behind these 2 points, right? Which is the cutleries, and then another rationale for the leaf. So, like a sentence to explain the first one, which is the cutlery, and the sentence to explain the leaf. Now, we need another rationale which is going to explain connection. So, connecting the cutlery and the leaf together. So, create something that will reflect the brand distinct identity, will reflect their passion for quality food and hospitality, right? So, something like that. So, let's see what you can come up with. So I'm going to send the voice note. So you can see the voice note now. It's loading here. And we'll wait for what it's going to give us. So here we have cutlery. Intertwined cutlery elements symbolize the art of fine dining and exceptional culinary experience, representing Bloom Bistro passion for expert crafted delicious meal. So all I need to do now is to now copy. Now you know that this is my idea, right? So, but most times you might have the idea, but you don't know how to put it into writing. So we just basically use AI. So all these AIs are there for you to use. So I can copy this arrangement I have here already. In fact, I'm going to use the same arrangement. Page down. So now I'm going to replace this. So I'll copy the color of this also. So we like to use this ash color. I'll bring this to the center by clicking letter P, make it bigger. All right. So the first thing we are explaining here is the culinary, right? So I can bring this down. So in case you don't know how we drew this, is line, is a line. I think I've taught it already before. But we just draw a line like this. Then select any arrow, right? So you see it, you can increase like that. So that's how you can remove one arrow and remove another one, depending on what you want to do. So let's get back to our WhatsApp. So you just have to like type it in here. That is all. As simple as that. So you can also go back, copy the title that's there, culinary rationale, paste like that. Then here, I think I'll be using this one to explain leaf. Since I have a very big one here, big leaf here. So this way we are helping the brand that if they are to explain their logos to maybe a potential client or whatever they stand for, they can use this explanation that we have here and say, okay, this element that you're seeing in our design, this and this is what they stand for, right? Yeah, actually still gave me the same outcome. All right. So the last one is going to be like connecting both the culinary and the so this is the last one. I think I'll bring this one down.
Then the one time she created the church of Beyonce, where people were literally with fans worshiping her and praying to her. You were there. From the church of Sunday, Instagram is written, you know, over there. You need to wake up. If I talk to you about the witchcraft in Hollywood, what you even is single. And I know you like Beyonce. I'll bring the receipts here of how many men she has slept with.
Okay. So you see how step by step, step by step. So I told you that depending on how big the brand is you're working on, depending on how big the project is that you're designing for, so you determine how long it is, right? How big the brand. So this is a very simple template that you can just use for your brand presentation after designing your logo. Most times you might stop here, right? But there are still a whole lot of things you can still do, right? And we're going to I think we still have like more time. All right, so now we will now create a variation of the logo, right? different variation and show how this logo can be work various ways. So we're just going to basically do just three. So the main one that is here,
Why does the tiger tolerate this bear's strange habit? This little bear has had a peculiar habit since it was young and loves to lick the tiger's ears. No matter how many times it's been swatted away, it never gives up. The bear lost its mother.
we're going to measure the spacing in between here. I like to use the box most times. So I'll rotate it by 90 degrees. I'll make sure that it's the same spacing we have between that place that we have between here also. More. Let's do it with this one. I think the spacing is too much. There you go.
Why does the tiger
So you can choose to stop here. You can still make like the logo to go around it. You just leave the icon like this. I think I'm going to stop on this one.
transformation of the original meaning name of the town, which was a commuter of Hormina. Yeah, that is what was later translated.
So in case you want to view everything you've done so far, you can now go to our view and say page sorter view. You can increase and see this page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6. All right, so the same thing here. If you now check here, this is this. So you can create a new pattern of arranging everything, but I think I'm just going to still stick to this arrangement. So I'll just copy it and bring it in here. Page down, paste. And then we can delete this one. Copy this background, bring it here, paste, and shift page down. So all I need to do is change the colors, right? So you can see the color is there, but what I did is that this background is a bit transparent. So let's make this green. So we'll now fill in these colors. I'll use this green as an accent green also. I'll make this light green instead. You can use white here also. So that black, white can work on it also, and the original color can also be on it whatsoever. But I'll be using white instead because of monochrome. So in here, okay. So edit our clip. So I'm going to delete this one. So here's what I did here, in case you don't know what I did. I think we should also just do it all over again. I'm going to draw a box here, make it have this color green. So I'm going to mix the color. So say okay. So next thing I'll do, I'll go to my transparency tool here and transparent this place upwards. We already did something like this in our flyers. So here I will just you can even put the full logo there. So that picture is not that dark enough. So remember before we used like a black background there to make it look thick. So I'll use add. So I'm bringing this one off shift page right. Let's use the dark green. Fit. So just like this. Then I'll change our font type. We're still going to get to how to make patterns like this. We'll change this one to this. So we'll just have to type the name there. So the reason we put this here so that the clients will know the font that was used, Antipasto Pro, right? So they can use almost like any of the font type they want. You can see that they don't have numbers. That's just the problem with these fonts. No numbers. So most times there are some brand guidelines you're making on a separate page. We'll put secondary. I have brand guidelines that are close to like 40 pages, right? So depending on what we're working on. So I can put, okay, this is the secondary font, this is the primary font, right? So we'll be using most this big one now, maybe as the secondary font, as the primary font, maybe for headers and stuff like that. Then any other thing like written stuff, we can also use Gallons. I think I'm using Gallons and this together. So I'll just duplicate this. So I'm going to change these ones to Gallons instead. Sorry, Gilroy. So you have to also type the name in there. So I can just primary fonts.
He said this. Elon Musk. He's back to being the richest man on the planet. Even after spending $44 billion to merge Twitter app, the computer app. I just got a news today that within a few hours, he made $1.6 trillion within a few hours. $1.6 trillion. He doesn't break, he doesn't pay tax, he doesn't give up the heads, you're born again, he doesn't believe in Christ. One of your prosperity pastors.
All right. So here we'll create patterns. So patterns are like important aspects of branding also, like brand patterns, because we can basically use these brand patterns on most of our branded items, stuff like on a letter heading, maybe on a business card, on ID card, for banners, whatever stuff you're doing. So brand patterns like this, they tie the brand together, so you can see them also here. So there are various ways of making brand patterns, right? We can just basically make them. So for this one, I don't really be stressing myself. I'm just going to use the leaves. I'm going to just use the leaves all through as the patterns. So these other patterns that I have here, I didn't. It wasn't as easy as this one that I made. So you can, you know what? I'm going to duplicate this one like this and cut this so that it wouldn't look as if okay, we just made it so easy. So I want these arrows that we have down here to show in. I'm going to like simplify this. Oh no.
Exerting about 500 pounds per square inch, eagles can effortlessly lift an animal weighing up to 30 pounds and carry it through the air. Their eyesight is 8 times sharper than that of humans, allowing them to see more than 10,000 feet into the air. Not only can they spot a tiny animal 2 miles away with amazing clarity, but they also boast a 340-degree field of view, surpassing even owls in peripheral.
So I'm going to use this and trace this out.
undergo a painful 5-month process where they break their overgrown beaks to allow new ones to grow. Eagle courtship rituals include engaging in dance-like air displays in the sky, locking talons, and performing downward spins, then breaking off just before hitting the ground.
So I'm going to like mix them up.
Sticking to one partner throughout the lifetime, their piercing vision isn't their only marvel. Witness their incredible courtship dance in the sky. Be amazed by the incredible world of eagles and share the wonder with your friends and family. Got an eagle story or a fascinating fact? We'd love to hear it in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe for more awe-inspiring wildlife stories and hit the bell icon to stay updated. The most terrifying.
Shit. You know what? Delete this ones. I'm on in the comment line, so. You can actually group them, duplicate again, and I'm going to delete this ones. So group this, duplicate it. Go wow. So I can actually rotate this like this. Group it, then duplicate more. So we just keep duplicating as much as we can. All right, so I'm going to hold every one of them and I'm going to click on button and everything comes straight. All right, so group them, Control G, and duplicate again, bring downwards. So just like that, I've created a pattern from the logo. So I have to make it center, group again, Control D. I think I'll stop here. Just group these ones like this. Group, Control G. So I can cut it, Control X. And I'm going to go in here to edit power clip. So you see this previous one, I can delete. So this pattern was actually power clipped inside that small box. So you already know how to power clip already. So I can make this bigger. So fit, let's check. So that is a beautiful pattern that we can use in our branding. I think the last thing I'll be doing here now is I will give this colors, their X codes and stuff. We have done that in class most times, but let's just do it again. You can make this background black, yes. So see that it's black, it's popping out, popping. All right, let's find the X codes. So I'm going to click on this box and go into this color palette and find this, copy, and come in here and paste. All right, so let's find the name of this color, the RGB. So we're going to put RGB and X code. So it's 146236. So it means that red, the amount of red in this color is 14. I think it's 2636, right? 1462. 6236. So sometimes you might also add the CMYK, right? So you know where to get them from. So if we click here, tap down, you have RGB. So we can actually select CMYK and the colors change, and you see the CMYK code also. So you see that when I change to CMYK, the color also changed, right? The way it's looking. So let's select this one also. So I'm going to use the yellow 25519319314. 255193113. And I need to hit 19314. Sorry. Gift. Tomorrow you send me those videos. Stretching my legs. The journey is beginning to make sense. As you can see, my face is lit up. Finally, guys, finally, after forever, we have got to the part. It was me sitting pretty and waiting for my friend to come pick me up. I had to offer me 6 so they will clean up it. All right, 56175152. That's 56171. You can see all the steps we take into make, and this one is like very, very simple. It's not even like a very complex brand guideline. There are other brand guidelines that like this color I'm putting here now might have its own separate page, right? Not even here. So I don't need to change black. I already have the black color 000 white. So that's why most time I like to use my templates. So it wouldn't stress me. So this is the pages we have done. So let's take on page 1. Page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, page 7. All right. So tomorrow we'll continue. I think we'll now be going into brand assets. So we'll now make letter heading, business cards, and stuff like that. Then for our final class, we'll now start making like realistic mock-ups whereby these brands are placed in like t-shirts, caps, mugs, and maybe a billboard and their menu. I think that was part of what they said we should do. We should create a menu. I think we'll create a menu for them. Then maybe the apron that the chefs wear or their cap. So depending. So oh, there's one more thing here. I haven't changed this logo. Nobody even noticed. I've saved. So that's the end of the class. We'll come back here tomorrow. Tomorrow definitely will also be by 6, right? So I think the remaining classes will run them by 6 periodically to help us all through. All right. So good night. It's already 9 p.m. Let me not stress you guys anymore. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night rest. So, like I said, the day before yesterday's video have been uploaded. So yesterday's video, I'm going to upload it tomorrow morning when I get to the office. Similar with this one. All right. So good night.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you for your time.